everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on The Black Cauldron. Now, as you know, The Black Cauldron is a 1985 animated fantasy film that was produced by Walt Disney, as well as being the 25th film in the feature film line, and was meant to be based on the popular book series The Chronicles of Prydon, which was written by Lloyd Alexander, and the film is meant to be based on the first two series of novels, which The Chronicles of Prydon had about 5 books. And pretty much the premise of the film is meant to follow Taran, who, after being tasked by the owner of a small farm to look after a special pig that has the ability to locate a powerful cauldron that the villain, the Horde King, is after. Now, after losing the pig Henwin and basically trying to rescue her, this ends up with Taran meeting Princess Ironway and Fruda. Now, Princess Ironway's character is that in the books, she's meant to be a princess. Well, in the film, it's implied she isn't, but pretends to be one. And Fruda in this one is a broken down musician, but tries to be the voice of reason. And of course, this has Taran, Ironway, and Fruda going on an epic adventure to get the Black Cauldron, as well as stopping the Horde King's plan. Now, the film, I would say, feels extremely rushed. It feels like when they do set off on an adventure, it's ended quite quickly. And you kind of feel like everything is either wrapped up quick or things don't take time to do. Again, when you have Taran and Ironway having a moment, you expect them to fall in love, but no, they just sweep it under the rug. And the problem with the Horde King in the film is that he doesn't feel threatening or interesting. Again, if you're going to have an intimidating antagonist, you want to make them interesting. It's the reason I think why Skeletor works well as a character in He-Man. He's intimidating, he's threatening. And it's also like looking at any other Disney villain that can hold up a fight. And there are moments where characters can go into dark moments, like we see the Skeleton Army risen up. We also see characters making sacrifices. We also see how some characters risk their lives to help each other. And Disney have done this dozens of times when they've gone to the dark root territory, like in Mickey's Christmas Carol, when Scrooge is shown by his coffin and it opens up. And I do agree with Nostalgia Critic, that was some dark stuff. Or it's kind of like when you look at, say, Basil the Great Mouse Detective. They can take themselves seriously when Ratigan has his breakdown. And also, it's kind of like when you look at The Fox and the Hound, when they tackle the subject matters of friendship, and showing that not all friendships are meant to last. I think the problem with adapting the Chronicles of Prydon as a Disney film, it takes away a lot of elements, and it was also meant to be a lot more darker themes, but because of showing it to a test audience, no one liked it. And of course, a lot of people had to cut it down, and the film didn't get released until the 90s, when it was alright to do. I also feel like, as well, when you've got a film based on a popular series of fantasy novels, they can actually work if done correctly, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, also loads of fantasy stories. I just think The Black Cauldron is a wasted potential story because everything is either too quick, things feel extremely rushed, and it feels like there is some good ideas, but it feels wasted. I think the problem is, by the end of it, the Black Cauldron opened its cauldron and left a stench of foul odor of wasted potential. So I think the movie deserves a thumbs down. Not interesting, not great, and really wasted potential. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.